Hi, everyone. My name is Julia Youssef, and I'm Vice President of the Garnier Education Team, Training and Education. And I'm here with my colleagues to talk to you today about hair care and styling. We have been talking to you for the last few months about hair color. We're clearly hair color experts, but what you need to know is that we are also hair care and styling experts, and that's what we're here to talk to you about. I'm going to turn it over to Kat so she could introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Katanda, and I am not only your Garnier Hair Color Pro from Hair Color Hotline, but also I am your Garnier Hair Care Expert. These guys like to call me the texture expert as well. So if you have curly hair or textured hair, I'm your girl. Next, Mariano.
I love these introduction girls. Yes, I think we've been focusing on hair color pros and now we're styling pros. And I think it's exciting to talk everything fruitise now. So we can get right to it. Patty, how are you?
I'm here and I'm ready to learn, man. I am in the right spot. So we are going to talk about beginners and also experts. So we will find a space, a sweet spot for anybody that's tuned in. So are we ready for our first question?
Yes, we are.
All right, let's get to it.
I'll take that one. So Lauren says, hi, I have two questions. How to style a headband? I got one of those cute ones with the knot on the top and not sure the best way to wear it. Tips for adding volume to fine, thin hair struggle. So I'll take part one of this question. Actually, I'm wearing one of those headbands. Got the knot here. And basically, there's various ways you can wear it. I like to wear it when my hair is curly and big. I like to wear it just around, like to frame my face. So that way you get a chance to see the headband and then your curls just pop out. Some people wear them when their hair is straight. And in that case, you might want to just put it on as if you were going to put a hat on, but you put it on with the knot in the front and then it goes around with the elastic in the back. So it looks sort of similar to maybe like a turban or maybe like, I don't know, back in the 80s when we were like footloose and all that, they had the headbands just wrapped around the head. Or you can put your hair up in a top knot and you can have a messy top knot. You can make it really neat and then you put it around that way as well. So there's various ways to wear these knotted headbands. They're really good for bad hair days.
Kat, I have to ask you, do you cover your ears or it goes?
Yeah. Well, mine is really big. So I cover the ears because if I put it behind my ears stick out like Dumbo. I don't want the Dumbo look.
Okay. And
people have really small ears, then they may be able to do that. I just don't have the luxury of having small ears.
Do they come in like different widths, like a skinny and wide? And which one do you have?
Yeah, I have a really wide one, as you can see. And actually, it's scrunched now. But if you stretch it, it sort of will probably cover the half top of my head. But they come in all different sizes. I have skinny ones. I have wide ones. Sometimes I make my own headbands with a scarf, and you just fold it so it's long and rectangular, and then I wrap it that way. So
you're going to have to make me a special one day, please.
I will.
I love headbands too, but I'm not as artistic wearing them as you are, but I love them too, so they're great.
What I love about this is that it covers your roots. If you have roots, right?
You guys saw my roots?
Nope.
Julia, if we were in the office, you'd be like, Kat, we need to color your hair.
Well, so this is great. This is a great thing to use, a great question. Thank you, Lauren. And then she has a second part to the question, and I think I might want to take that if you guys don't mind. It says, tips for adding volume to fine, thin hair, #struggle. And so I can speak to that because my hair is on the finer, thinner side, even though it's wavy. It used to be much curlier back in the day, but I'm always looking for ways to give myself more volume, whether I'm wearing my hair curly or whether I'm wearing my hair, I sometimes blow dry it straight. So One of the tricks that I love to do, I love to use usually a shampoo that gives me a little bit of more, if you will, a little bit more cleansing, more texture. And one of my favorites, I just happen to have it here next to me,
Yes.
is Pure Clean from
Wow.
Batiste. I love this formula. It's great. I think it does really great for women and men that have finer hair, but it still gives you a nice conditioning. So this is one of my favorites. The other trick that I love to do is I love to use products that can give me a little volume. Sometimes some of our mousses in our lineup, or something else that I like to use, I just happen to have it here too, is Curl Shape. That will give me a little volume and it'll give me a little bit more curl definition. And then what I do when I'm drying it, I let it kind of air dry in the beginning part when I've just washed it and added some of these styling products. But then when I'm like halfway dry, I will use a blow dryer and will flip my hair over and blow dry it upside down so that I could get some maximum volume. And I will do that whether I'm wearing my hair just as you see it today with some waves and a little bit more curl enhancement, or whether I'm trying to blow dry it straight. In the beginning, because I figure if you blow dry the root section first, that's where your hair, comes out of obviously your scalp. You can get that extra volume there and then continue to style your hair. If anybody has anything else to add, and I'm sure you all do, Mariano, you could give some tips on that too.
I love it. I love the Fructis realness. I like that you girls can speak to your tricks and tips that you have. Julia, I love the Pure Clean. And one of my other favorites too is the Full and Plush, which is part of our line. It's an amazing one. And I think what you just leaned on to is maybe something just keep your hair a little light and moistured. I think that being able to use a Pure Clean is great. And Kat, that headband, you're right on trend. I love the New Yorker in you with your earrings right now. And I'm just excited to see what the rest of the questions are.
Yeah, let's go for the next question.
I'm trying to avoid hot tools this summer, but I still want to wear some cute styles. Any recommendations on styles that I should try? I like that.
Can I answer some of it?
Do it.
I'm not very handy with the blow dryer on my own hair. So what I do is I'll put a little gel. I don't even sometimes use the gel, but I'll shampoo and condition my hair with the Fructis Color Shield for color treated hair. And then especially in the Northeast where it's super humid, I just slick it all back into a low ponytail and a couple bobby pins, and then I'm ready to go. My hair doesn't get too frizzy that way. But then the next day, if I let it out, then I almost have some waves. So it's kind of like a day one and day two.
I love that. That's a great tip. Patty, that's great. And I think that's what you did today because I see you've got that wave going on.
I tried something really new because Kat was my inspiration yesterday. And I was digging around and I found Curl Renew, the spray-in. Okay? And I didn't bring, yes, that's it.
Julia has all the things.
She's got it all. So she's got a little treasure chest, right? So
Yeah.
I washed my hair, conditioned my hair. I did Julia's famous hair flip. I almost fell over. Where you like whip your hair back and forth to get all the water out. And then I sprayed it. And I really, in my fiber, I want to have curly hair, right? So I spritzed it through and then I let it air dry. And just letting it air dry, I got enough movement because usually it's not this.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks good.
So I'm pretty happy. So I think I might be a convert for Curl Renew.
You
looks
are
really good. Yeah.
Thank you.
You know,
But
Patty, it is one of my new favorites. So I'm right there with you.
What I loved about it is sometimes when you have fake curly hair like me, the product is too heavy. And then what happens is whatever you thought was going to be wavy, it looks sad. Looks like second grade, school grade picture where half your hair is up and half down. But so this was so light. I was like, oh, and it's not too wetting. It was just enough, and it's not crunchy, which was great. It was really touchable curls or waves.
I love it, love it. Kat, I think you have more to add to this.
I was going to say that the Curl Renew, of course, we love it, but also a really good tip is if you were to spray your hair with the Curl Renew, and if you brought it up to the top, like the top of your head, and you have a scrunchie, if you wrap your hair like in a loose bun and put the scrunchie on so that you don't get the crimps, you let it dry overnight, air dry, and when you wake up in the morning, you let the scrunchie out and you'll have nice, beautiful waves. So maybe, Patty, you could try that.
I'm going to try it.
I love that.
And it gives you a little volume at the top because you're putting it at the top.
Yeah. I'm going to try it too because I need that volume. I want that, you know.
Yeah.
Any other like hot weather hairdos, Mariano? Can you think of any?
You know what I love is like I see fruities in all of you girls. Even though Patty, you say you have a loose wave, when I look at all you girls, there's an opportunity there for us to use. Like I think treatments right now are vitamins for your hair. So anything that you can do to just give it a rest from the summer and maybe just lay off that hot tool, which is I think what I was getting from her, to just wear her hair and just embrace it. I think it embodies all that Fructis is, right? Because there's so many amazing products, from treatments to leave-ins to 10-in-1s that we can try. So I love it. I'm just keep checking all your girls' hair out.
And Kat, do you ever use the Curl Nourish butter, right?
No, guess what? I just happen to have mine right here.
That's a great product.
Curl Nourish is actually, we call it an air dry cream, but it's Curl Nourish butter cream. But it has coconut oil, which coconut oil, especially in the summertime, our hair gets dry from the sun, or if you're swimming, like, I don't know, on the beach in the ocean water, salt water, kind of has a tendency to dry your hair out. Or even sometimes if swimming pool chlorine, or if you're just sunbathing, this is really good because of that coconut oil. Like, I like to douse myself in coconut oil, so it's good that I don't have to use my kitchen coconut oil. I can use this instead.
That's great. You know, I'm going to talk about a product that, I mean, we're talking hair care and styling, but this product, and we're not really talking color today, but we can talk because I have one of my new favorites that I use every time, probably a little more often than I should, but I love it. And it's our new, you know, our new and for me, because I'm a blonde that can tend to get a little bit brassy in the summer because of the sun, I love the Cool Blonde. And this product is not only, I find like it's a hair color product, it's a hair care product, and for me, I find it to be a styling product because it gives me the color, it minimizes the warmth in my hair, so I love that. Then it really moisturizes my hair like a great conditioning mask that it is. And then it also adds shine. So I feel like I'm getting 3-in-1. I'm getting color, care, and styling. And
I think the other thing is you're using it to control unwanted warmth.
Yes.
But I use the Vibrant Copper, and the fourth property that I find is the benefit is that when my hair fades out, if I'm outside with the kids, there you go.
Patties.
Is
that I feel like, and partly I haven't had a haircut for, I don't know,
the
6
last
months.
time I did it.
Right? And it was like this.
Like here.
So all of this, as soon as I go out in the sun, I feel like it's a different kind of copper, a different kind of red. So when I use the Vibrant Copper, I feel like I'm renewed, you know, and so it makes my ends look, it maybe is just an illusion, but my hair looks thicker down on the bottom when I use it. So that's one of the benefits of adding the tone back into your hair.
Patty, I think you're not, I don't think it's just an illusion because I think while it also moisturizes a lot, these color revivers, I feel that it adds some kind of body. It's not like a heavy,
No,
right. So
not
I
heavy
love
at all.
right.
It's
So it's
and super slippery, easy to spread. I mean, it makes your hair feel divine when it's wet. So
I'm running to get one, girls. I want
yes.
one. I'm gonna get the cool brunette, and I'm gonna go with it once it comes out.
right. Right. Well, Mariana, you mentioned something really important because while we have right now currently on the market 5 shades, we are working on 2 new shades coming out, and we're working on a black,
Thank you.
which has been a request from a lot of consumers. So I'm very excited. I know Kat is excited, and we're also working on a cool brunette, which would be your shade. So lots of great things to come. And I think we're ready for another question, guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's go.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, I'll read it.
Hmm.
I had a baby. This is from Brittany. I had a baby and my hair just isn't as strong anymore. Do you have any favorites? The postpartum hair journey has been rough. Well, congratulations on your baby. And I hope you're getting to spend some good quality time during pandemic with your baby and bonding. So that's great news. And I hope that you guys are healthy. I would recommend Grow Strong. It's a great shampoo that it gently cleanses your hair, but at the same time is it going to encourage it to grow. The other thing to think about besides just shampoos and conditioners is what's the rest of your life look like? Are you eating well? Are you sleeping as well as you can with a new baby? Are you asking for help? Because you need to do some self-care. But I think also, and Kat has mentioned this before, if you massage your scalp, your hair grows by the circulation or by the robust circulation. So if you can massage your scalp, it's going to encourage blood flow, which will encourage your hair to grow as well. You'll get through this time right after you have a baby. It's everybody goes through it. So
But Patty, you hit it on the mark. Grow strong all the way. You can do the Grow Strong mask. It makes your hair 10 times stronger. It's on and off. So if you were just to get that whole regimen, incorporate it into your lifestyle that you have now at home and be able to give a little bit more care, then everything else is just going to be an added plus. I love Grow Strong. I love the way it smells. And it really just kind of fortifies and gives your hair all that strength. So that's exactly what I was thinking when you asked that, when you read that question. So great call out.
And Patty, I like what you said, that she's not the only one. This happens to women after they have their baby. Their hair goes through this transition period. So it's normal, and your hair will get back and help with the help of these products till you get back to your normal state. You'll be fine. But I like that you said to her, yes, it's not just you. This happens to all women after they have their babies.
You have to think you just had this amazing life experience. And so then everything's going to kind of go back to pre-life experience. So just be patient and have grace with yourself and enjoy that baby.
Great advice. Yeah. Congratulations. Yes. So that's great. I love it. I think we're ready for another question. I love this. Kat, you want to take that one?
Oh, sure. I'm the frizz queen. I live in Texas, and it is so humid here during our summers. What can I do to tame my frizz? So, Colby, frizz is like the devil. Although I've learned to embrace a little bit of frizz. I have a little going on now, but it's working. In Texas, it is very hot. The other thing is when your hair gets drier, it gets more frizzy, which is a problem. I would probably recommend doing a little of our favorite. I don't have it here, but I bet Julia has it. Sleek and Shine shampoo and conditioner. Shampoo and conditioner there, and Mariano has the leave-in.
Yes.
And what this is gonna do is it's gonna smooth your hair, making her nice and sleek, but it's not gonna weigh it down. It's not gonna leave it too coated so that it looks. Sometimes when your hair is coated with products like that, it can look like you need to shampoo, but it doesn't look that way. It's still lightweight. The Sleek and Shine leave-in that Mariano has is like one of our cult classics. Like everyone loves that. I even use it, even though it says Sleek and Shine and it doesn't say curl. I use it to like tame the frizz on my curl when it's super frizzy. And the Curl Nourish is amazing, but that Sleek and Shine has a little bit of something that kind of helps to tame the frizz. So if you get the full regimen, even if you don't blow out your hair all the time, if you put a little of the leave-in in and just let it air dry, it will give you just that nice, like carefree, what do we call it? Lived-in hair. That's my favorite term, lived-in hair.
I love that advice, Kat. And you know, I have two daughters that have very curly hair, and they swear by that is their go-to product. That's why I always have it at home. The Sleek and Shine regimen, and just I'm gonna brag a little bit here to all our Garnier audience and friends. Sleek and Shine. This bundle of shampoo and conditioner is the #1 sleek bundle in the market. You know, it's really does great. And what Mariano has there, the Sleek and Shine, that's also #1 in the market. Really amazing line of products. And you're right, Kat. Even if you're not actually wearing your hair sleek, it just adds moisture without being heavy. It's a great line, the Sleek and Shine from Fructis. Amazing bundle.
Yeah, and not only that, all of the Fructis, like the icing on the cake for me is always the fragrance. I'm like the fragrance person. I love all the fragrances, whereas these guys are sometimes like, oh my gosh, Kat, we hate it. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. So if you're in love with fragrances, that one is like super fruity but kind of sweet. You're gonna love it.
It's good for fine hair. It's good for medium textured hair, slight wave to really curly hair. So it's a great overall good for lots of people. So try it. You'll like it. Do we have any other like products other than Sleek and Shine that for frizz? Can you guys think of anything like?
I think you don't have to be afraid of oils. You could always use a Moroccan oil too, just to seal in some
Mariano.
of that frizz on the ends, which I really like. And you don't have to be afraid whether you're fine or heavy. Just moderately work that in and still be able to control that frizz on the ends on your third day out to just give it a little bit of shine. And
I love that suggestion, Mariano. That's a great product too. Really great. And I've been using.
Curl Renew.
My new favorite, the Curl Renew. I've been using it when my hair is a little bit frizzy. Like, let's say I don't wash my hair every single day, and so tomorrow I wake up and I have a little bit of frizz. I'll spray a little bit of the Curl Renew, and it works like an anti-frizz product as well.
Oh, I gotta try it.
Yeah, it's really good for like you don't necessarily have to spray it in wet hair. I like to refresh my curls with it a lot of times. So it helps to like lay that cuticle down and take the frizz.
You know what I've used the Moroccan oil for is with friends that have long hair that's maybe tangly after I've colored their hair. I just put a little bit in my palm, just a little drop, and then I smooth it through their damp hair, and then the comb just glides through. Not so much that it's going to coat it, make it greasy, but just enough that it smooths the cuticle down, and then the comb slides right through. And then it also helps like for blow dry and stuff to help, like Mariana said, polish off the edges.
I love it. Love it. Great. You guys are amazing. I mean, we're amazing. I'm bragging a little bit, but really the expertise that we have in this whole team, and Alexis couldn't be with us, but Alexis also is amazing. The advice that we're getting. I think we're ready for another question.
All right, Julia, this is for you.
Yes, it is.
My fine hair, this is Breen Trumbauer. Trumbauer, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct. My fine hair feels and looks greasy after just one day of not washing it. What can I do to prevent this? This is a great question, and I find sometimes it's so interesting because I used to wash my hair every single day. And I used to feel like if I didn't wash it, it felt greasy. But one of my favorite products, and I actually do not have it here.
Can't
You
believe it.
don't have it?
Is Mariano, please. Why?
I
Yes.
was trying to not steal your thunder. I wanted you to say it first.
But this is a great product to use. So you do not have to wash your hair actually every day, Green. I think you can wash your hair and then the next day when it feels a little bit greasy, you spray that on your roots. And what the dry shampoo does, it absorbs some of that sebum, some of those extra oils. And in fact, what I love, me personally, because I love volume, I think that dry shampoos also not only, make your 1 day or 2 day old dirty hair look refreshed, but I also think it adds volume to your hair. And that's why I am obsessed. And I've been for several years now with dry shampoos. They are my favorite. And Mariano, show us again, please.
I love the new
Not to mention-
Invisible Dry. It's amazing. There's a couple of options. I love it. It's a beautiful new packaging. It's really sexy.
And the new fragrances. You can't forget. My favorite one.
Kat, why don't you mention some of the new fragrances and let Mariano talk about the product and you could talk about the fragrances.
My all-time favorite, well, not all-time because they're newer, but I love the watermelon.
Wow. I
It's
haven't
like
used the
crisp.
watermelon yet. Ah.
Yeah, it's like a fresh, summery, crisp fragrance.
Love it, love it.
You're
Mariano,
making my mouth water.
Mariano, talk to us more about the dry shampoos because I know that you recommend them often to a lot of your friends and family. Tell us more.
You know what, Julia, what I really like right now is that it's an invisible dry. Some of them have a little bit of residue, so I know that Fructis really, really worked hard to be able to absorb all those oils without leaving a residue. And right here, to your point, it says refresh in volume. So the fact that that's a call out, I think for a lot of girls, to the first girl that had her question, this will definitely save your day. You can put it in your purse. You can keep it in your beauty cabinet. You can keep it in your summer home. And it's always one of the go-tos, right before you take another walk with your family or you sit outside to enjoy dinner. I mean, I can see Julia all the time at the salon just going for it. And it's kind of fun to watch. It really is. So
it's like a thing. I'm walking around sometimes after lunch and I'm like, oh wait, I got to refresh my hair. I love it.
And no silicone, so it doesn't add again to anything that you're trying to take away. And I think that's why it makes this so successful.
I love the dry shampoos because sometimes when your hair feels oily, it kind of sometimes makes your scalp feel like funny. Like sometimes you get some irritation. And so with that, it has a cooling aspect to the scalp. And it makes your scalp feel clean, actually.
What's also nice about it is, look at the two girls on the top of the screen. One is blonde and one has dark hair. So if they're talking about dry shampoo, it's not going to leave like a residue that's going to look like you use dry shampoo, which is great. The other thing about using dry shampoo or not washing every day for Breen is it teaches her the body is going to produce less oils. The less often you wash, the less sebum and oil your body secretes. So you will end up having less oil if you do that 1 day off. And then to the third
Patty,
day.
thank you,
That's a
because
great point.
That's where I
Yeah.
was going, and then I got off.
It's okay.
Got
Got
excited when I
excited.
saw the dry
You got
shampoo.
up into, but that's a great point because when you do shampoo every day, your body, it's sort of like you're drying out, so your body overcompensates for the loss of the oils and the sebum, so that it overactivates.
Yep. And if you
Yeah.
feel like you have to wet your hair just because you just have to wet your hair, just condition your hair on that off day. But also for the volume too and sometimes if you put conditioner all over your head, that increases the amount of oil that your body's making. And it's not just your body, but it's also the product laying close to the scalp. So it only goes on whatever you can put in a ponytail. That's where your conditioner goes. So if you had to wet it, just shampoo, conditioner on one day, conditioner on the second day, and then you go back to both things on the third day.
Patty,
Great advice. And
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
Maria.
that's what I was saying in the beginning that I got excited about. That's where I was going. I used to wash my hair every day. It didn't seem, and then I stopped doing that and I got less oily. So great advice. Thank you for finishing. I think Mariano needs to say something.
I think you girls have touched on such great things, but I encourage everyone at home to go ahead and Garnier USA and find your blend. Because now we're talking about conditioners and shampoos and different types that you're interested in. And if you go ahead and you go on Garnier, there's a couple of things that you can do. You'll find out what your concern is, your structure of your hair, and what hair type you have. And within the whole blend family, it gives you an opportunity to address volume, Patty, that we've been talking a lot about, frizz control, Kat, that you touched on, and Julia, sometimes just the dullness. And all of the fact that we have this 11 options in the whole blends for you to choose from gives you an opportunity for the girl to go ahead. I think it was fun. I was trying to see what it would give me, and try to get different options.
Yeah.
Right? That is such great advice for our Garnier girls to play around and find the right cocktail for their hair, if you will.
And Garnier guys too.
Well, guys too. I'm sorry. Yes,
it's okay.
Yes, Patty. Guys too.
Water.
I think, and to Kat's point about fragrances and scents, that's I think my favorite part of whole blends is it's so creative and super, like it transports you to another place when
it does. There's something for everyone.
For everyone.
There's a ginger one that smells really good.
Oh yes, it's great, right? So,
and then for the guys, we have the it's like a eucalyptus fragrance, but it's a 2-in-1. But then and that's like really invigorating, especially the shower experience.
My nieces love the coconut one.
Coconut and vanilla milk,
Yeah, they love that. I mean, there's
honey treasures.
Yes, honey treasures.
The honey treasures is great for dry or damaged hair. I mean, it makes the hair luxurious.
Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I love that one.
I think we could take another question. We have a couple more minutes. Ooh, Kat.
How do I not lose my curls?
Tell me.
Wow. We could be pen pals for life talking about this, Adrian. So,
expert. Yes, Kat.
That is like, that's a pretty complex question. But first of all, one of the things, since we're talking about, it's summertime and we're talking about how to style your hair for summer, I try not to manipulate my curls too much when they're wet and I like to wear ponytails a lot. But because when you're stretching those curls when it's wet, you don't necessarily get the spring back after because you're putting too much tension and you could like permanently, I don't want to say damage, but you could permanently like alter the curl. So and I like to have a sleek ponytail with a big puff in the back with the curls. So I try to do it when my hair is air dried, but then I take something like this, a Curl Nourish or the Sleek and Shine, and I put it in like in the front part, and then that's when I'll take my comb or my brush and brush it, but not from wet hair. So that's one of the biggest things that I have had to learn over the years, because if you do that when your hair is wet, and then the next time you shampoo your hair, you're like, oh my gosh, my curls are so limp in the front, because that's the part that you're putting the most tension on. You're stretching those curls. The other thing is finding products that actually work for your hair. So you can, like, your hair, curly hair gets extremely dry. So if you don't find the right product to moisturize your hair, then your curls won't have the curl effect that they would have if they were moisturized. So when my hair gets dry, they get really frizzy. I don't really see the curls. Sometimes it's like frizzy and the you can kind of see the curls where it looks tight, but then my ends look straight. But that's because it's dry and my hair has just went array. So you always want to make sure your hair is super moisturized, because that's the key with curly hair. Like if your hair is moisturized, you can use this air dry cream. You can use anything that has moisture in it. The Moroccan oil is good to use as well. That will help to keep your curls nice and happy and revived. Springy curls. We like springy curls.
But let's talk about, because there's another part to curls. So we're talking about enhancing
My
with,
hair.
like with some hot tools. Let's talk about styling our curls and using product and maybe using a little bit of help when you're not as blessed as you are with those beautiful curls to get more of that look. Let's talk about that a little bit. Tell us about
that's a good point. So on the other side of that, if your hair is a little wavy, like open wave or S wave, or if your hair is straight, then there are some things that we can do to like kind of fake the curl, like Patty said earlier, fake curls. We can add fake curls. So the good thing about that is it doesn't take a lot of work. Like you could do it probably in 15 minutes because it doesn't have to be perfect. So what you do is you find like a leave-in, like the Curl Renew would work, and you would air dry your hair, or if you don't have time to air dry your hair, just blast it really quickly with a blow dryer, but don't take a brush and try to smooth it, because remember, you're trying to put curls in, so you don't want to remove like the texture that's there to put texture back in. So once you do that, you air dry or you just blast it with the blow dryer, like I like to call it the Beyonce fan, just hair blowing all over. You take your curling iron or a wand. I think a lot of people now have wands, but I still use my old school curling iron. And you just grab a piece of your hair and you wrap it around the iron. Flip it out and then you have a nice wave.
Now, if you used Curl Renew, and now you're using a heat tool, don't I need to use like a heat protector, like the flat iron protector spray?
You can use.
Or should I put that in before as air dry?
You can use a heat protectant spray, but the Curl Renew actually has a little of that within the formula. Okay. So you don't really need to, and you're not applying like so much heat. You're only going to leave the wand on for a matter of a couple seconds. It's not like you're curling old school with the thermal iron or with the golden hot and you're going to hold it there because you want these super tight curls. You only really want like a looser wave. You don't want something really tight. So you're going to wrap it around really quick, slip it out, and then you're done. So the heat damage comes into play when there is too much heat applied to the hair for a long period of time, or you're going over it too many times, like too many passes at once. So if I was one little quick, yeah, so when you do it at home, Patty, just one little quick and just slide it out, like you don't need to hold it there at all.
Okay.
But can I ask you, because I do know that our flat iron perfector, I think it's called, it's a good heat protector also, right, Kat? If you were taking a little bit longer?
If we love that. When we're in the tech center, I use it on all my flat irons because I am like very serious about my flat irons because I've had this curly hair all my life. And when the little girls were getting relaxers and my mom would let me get a relaxer, I was flat ironing the heck out of my hair, be making it straight. So I didn't want to go to school with straight hair and then leave school with curly hair. So I have learned to give you a beautiful silk press. But anyway, to that comment, we have the flat iron spray, which is a Fructis product, and you spray it on the hair after the hair is dry, like just before you're going to flat iron your hair. It doesn't leave the hair too wet. It just kind of mists it a little bit. And that's when you would go down the strand with the flat iron spray. Because the thing with the flat iron spray, I think it has some smoothing qualities to it as well. And it also helps to kind of like tame those flyaways. If I'm wanting to put heat protectant, or if I'm wanting to put texture into the hair, I don't necessarily want to use the flat iron spray because it's going to smooth it out too much.
Got it.
That's the difference for me.
How about the Flat Iron Express? I think is always a good one. It's a leave-in treatment with the heat protectant that I really love, Julia, as well. It has like vitamin 3 and vitamin B3 and B6. It's a cream, and then also like the Sleek and Shine milk that also has a heat protectant.
Oh, but what about the Sleek Shot?
And
I
like
love that.
For air dry.
We have so much. We have the Sleek Shot. Yeah.
And that Sleek Shot is great to start in the shower.
In the shower. It's like you're starting the smoothing process in the shower, because a lot of times what your end result you want is going to start in the shower with a shampoo and conditioner.
Sorry to step on you, Mariana.
Sorry, Mariana. We
got excited about all this.
Letting it talk. Go ahead, Mariana.
It's just that I get Kat's vibration because we know each other. So it's interesting when we try to piecemeal different things, Kat, because you really did speak to how to hydrate that curl and maintain it. And then when we start talking heat products, you're like, I don't want to put no heat on my hair. So I totally get where you were going with that. But what do you think about the curl treats as well? Do you like those? I love them too. There's a couple of options too as a leave-in for the girls, and I like some of them. There's a moisture. There's
you mean the ones in the little jars?
Yes.
It's the curl. It's a curl butter, but unfortunately, those they're gone. I mean, I'm lucky. I have some underneath my cabinet, but for the girls that are out here listening, for some reason, I don't know, the whole line, it was like part of this line, and there was a jelly because some people like a different texture. There was the butter, which is like really thick and creamy, and then there was like a smoothie that was kind of like yogurtish. Yeah.
Okay, Kat, because I was looking on Garnier USA, and I saw them on there, and also saw all the great tips that they have there with like the micro towel. When you were talking about not stretching out your curl pad, I thought that was an amazing hot tip, because right away I'm like, not only would I not want to do that to a client, but I should give that advice to my niece that has really curly hair. So thank you so much. It's so helpful.
No terry cloth towels. Microfiber or a paper towel.
I think not even I can't speak for curly hair, but I can speak about coming out of the shower and with a towel, any towel, and don't rub your hair like this, because all of that detangling that you did with your conditioner or your color reviver that made it so silky, you're just tying it in big knots. So you can squeeze, or like with Kat saying, one of those micro towels. And what that does is it sucks the moisture out, so you're having to do less with wet hair. Yeah. So the rubbing the hair it just makes my skin crawl.
The friction. It also causes static if people don't know. Your hair, like, those fibers will rise right up. And then
it's the kind of volume that we don't actually want when you have that. All right, I think we can take another question, because I think we're getting close to
I think, Mariano, we haven't really talked much about men's products, but some of your favorite pastes and pomades you should talk about.
Awesome, Kat. So you touched on the 2-in-1 with the citrus extracts. I think it's great. It's really cleansing for a men's shampoo. And there's the Grow Strong Cooling Deep Conditioning Shampoo with mint. So it's a perfect shampoo. I think men sometimes just want to use a shampoo and a light conditioner. But there's 3 great products that I have. Today I have the Pure Clean Finishing Paste in my hair. It's amazing, like 98%. Like natural ingredients, very light. I love the Pure Clean Styling Gel, no flaking, for all the cool dudes in the city that just want to have their hair slicked back, is amazing. And then we also have a liquid pomade that has an amazing hold that I love for a little bit of that pompadour and shape. And I love my favorite, Julia, and I know it's been around for a long time, is the putty surfer that we have. That has an amazing
That's my favorite.
all-day hold. My nephews love just scooping it out and throwing it on. And that's why I love some of the
I like
products
the texture of that one.
And I'm glad that we're addressing Mariano and some of his favorite products for men, because really Garnier, and I'm sorry, gentlemen out there, I talked about Garnier girls, but we have amazing products for men, and we always keep men always top of mind when we're doing Fructis, Garnier, hair care and styling products. We have products that we really, with men at the top of our minds, are designing and creating.
Julia Frutis is giving you a high five right now because they just did this amazing new campaign. The packaging is really clean line. I love it. It's this beautiful dark green on the shampoo. It looks really great in the shower.
Great.
And I like to use it, and then my nephews ask for it. So I'm glad that we can continue to pass on the Frutis love. So it has a really great, strong presence on the Garnier USA, along with all of the other categories, because it's a big, Frutis has so many options, from the treat shampoos and conditioners to the whole blends to the Frutis styling shampoos, and then everything else in between. That's why I love it, and I'm glad we're pros, because there's a lot.
Yeah. Garnier has not only 77 shades of hair color, but it has, I don't know how many styling products. Maybe
you gotta count them up.
So there's so many, and there's something for everyone. And I was going to piggyback off of Mariano, the finishing paste, the Pure Clean finishing paste. I like to use it on my edges for edge control.
Ooh.
There you go, right there. So for my friend Adrienne, I think her name was, that wants to, talk about how if you put a little bit of that on it, it's not going to give it like a crisp hold like a gel would if you're slicking back your curls. It's going to moisturize it, but it's also going to smooth it. So that's a good option, even for girls that want to have a nice ponytail.
I love this.
I think your call out to all of those different products for men in different stages of growth, right? Because some have gotten to go to the salon and some not, but there's tons of options for, maybe you've decided to start to grow your hair out. So maybe your product is going to change to maybe something a little heavier or maybe a little looser, so it has a little bit more movement. But thanks for calling all of those out, Mariana. That was great.
Absolutely, because I think the Pure Clean gel is a must in every men's medicine cabinet, because every dude can use a gel that doesn't flake. Mm-hmm. I love it. You can put it on damp, dry, or just set it, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And if Mariano is an example of using all these products, if I was a man, I'd run out and buy all of them, because his hair always looks amazing. So
I love it.
Your hair is always amazing. It's shiny, it's full, it's whether it's
because I want the color reviver.
I think we have one more question, guys.
Yeah, one more question.
One more. Let's go.
Ooh, hair color question.
So this is from Eileen. I've been using Nutrice R2 for years. People stop me in the streets to tell me how much they love my hair color. Oh, so happy to hear that. Lately, though, I can't find it. Is it still being made? If not, what is a comparable color? Well, R2 is part of our Ultra Color line. It is amazing. R2 really is amazing. You may be having trouble finding it. We're still making it. Don't worry, we're still making it. You might be having a hard time during this time. The right word is called supply chain.
Yes.
So we're still making it, but it just might be having some trouble getting to where you're located. So what you can do is, I believe, guys, correct me if I'm right, you can order it online, right? You can go to different retailers.
You can. And what's a great resource too? You could order it online, and in some stores you could do like the curbside pickup, like Target, for example. But if they go on GarnierUSA.com, they will direct you to the retailer that currently has it in stock, which is a great resource to use. So remember, GarnierUSA.com, and they could order it, and then it could, it'll be shipped to their home. Or, like I said, possibly at a Target, they could pick it up, curbside.
And we've also, like Julie and I, when we're doing work, we've looked at different or alternate places to buy. So like a CVS and a Target, maybe it's run out there, it hasn't been replenished, but we might go to our grocery store or local grocery stores. You can check there as well. But Garnier USA is an amazing site to go to for anything, products, how to use things, articles. It's amazing. So they'll help you. You can find the closest retailer that will have it.
Yeah.
But we're happy that you're using it, and we're thrilled at all the compliments.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Look, it was amazing to have this session with all of us together. It was great. We missed Alexis, but she'll be with us the next time. You guys are amazing. The advice that we've all given is amazing. I love having this chat because I love all the perspectives. And you guys are such experts. It's really a pleasure to do this together. And we love all the questions from all our Garnier girls and boys out there. And we will continue to do this. And please don't ever hesitate to reach out to us. You could go on our Garnier Instagram and also ask questions. There's a lot of things that, are shade selector tool for hair color. Like Mariano talked about the whole blends tool. So thank you. And I'll let you guys say some closing words.
I would just recommend or encourage you to try products. Listen, how we learn about them is by touching and feeling and putting them on different hair, and you're like, oh, this is a happy discovery. How great is this? So just try new products, break the rules, right? And see what you get. But enjoy them. We're super excited to be sharing what we know. Go ahead.
I want to piggyback off of Patty. I play around with all of the products. I can probably just about make any product do something that I wanted to do, whether or not it says it on this container or not. Like, you want to play with products, sort of like trial and error, because at the end of the day, I think product selection or product preference is just that. It's more of a preference, because whereas I have curly hair and I prefer creams in my curls, some people may prefer gels, or some people may prefer spray gels. So as long as you are able to not be afraid and to touch and play with different products. I mean, this is just product now. We're not telling you to go out there and touch and play with all the hair colors, but we are telling you to touch and play with the product, because if it doesn't work, you can just shampoo your hair and start over.
Great advice. Yep. Mariano, you're going to close it up for us, Mariano.
Well, I just wanted to thank the Garnier team. I love the IGTV lives that they do, and all of the information that they always put on there is always so relevant and helpful. And I still want to give out another plug to like this air dye detangler, because the more you think about these questions, the more great products you continue to think about that you can use. And I'm like, it has aloe,
I need to go shopping.
Air dry. Yeah. Keegan's gonna try it. Like, let's see what he thinks. So we're really looking forward to having all of us back, and just know that, Fructis loves you, and this was a lot of fun.
So much fun.
All right. Look for our next hair hotline, guys.
Yes.
Or is it going to be Stump the Pro? Because the last time you guys did not stump us.
Oh,
this is getting good and needed. I love it. See what other products I have here.
Mariano, you have a whole house food products.
He and Julia, I mean, I think they have all the stock in Garnier. That's awesome.
I need
We
some.
love you. We encourage everybody to go out there, buy these products, try them like Kat said. Don't be afraid. We have amazing products. We have products for everyone. And stay safe, everyone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stay